Angelina Jolie became more than a celebrity. She became a symbol. For decades, her face defined beauty standards across continents, her presence commanding attention in every room and on every screen. But behind the admiration was a life far more complex than the world imagined. Fame created a polished image, yet it also concealed vulnerability, pressure, and constant scrutiny. The same features that made her iconic also became a burden she had to carry under relentless public gaze. People saw perfection, but rarely the cost of maintaining it. Her story is not just about beauty or success. It is about navigating identity in a world that tries to define you before you define yourself. Understanding her journey means looking beyond the surface into the quieter, more human struggles she faced. A childhood shaped by absence and resilience. Born into Hollywood through her father, Jon Voight, Angelina's early life was marked by separation and emotional distance. When her parents parted ways, she was left to grow up primarily under the care of her mother, who became her anchor. Life was far from glamorous. Financial uncertainty and frequent moves created instability, while the shadow of her father's fame lingered in the background. She grew up watching her mother sacrifice personal ambitions to provide stability, a lesson that stayed with her. The absence of a consistent father figure shaped her understanding of relationships and trust. While many saw privilege in her background, her reality was rooted in adaptation and emotional complexity. These early experiences quietly laid the foundation for the strength and independence she would later embody. Feeling different in a world of expectations. As a teenager, Angelina struggled with identity in environments that emphasized comparison. At school, she often felt out of place, her features and personality setting her apart rather than helping her fit in. The same qualities that would later be celebrated made her feel isolated during her formative years. She has spoken about feeling misunderstood and disconnected, searching for a sense of belonging that seemed just out of reach. These experiences shaped her internal world, teaching her resilience but also leaving lasting impressions. Like many young people, she grappled with self-image and emotional uncertainty, but the added pressure of her background made those challenges more intense. Over time, she began to channel these feelings into self-awareness, slowly learning how to understand herself rather than be defined by others' perceptions. Finding her voice through performance acting became a turning point in Angelina's life, offering a space where she could explore emotions and perspectives beyond her own. Through roles, she discovered a way to express complexity and depth that words alone could not capture. Early in her career, she took on characters that challenged expectations, gradually building a reputation for intensity and authenticity. Her performance in Girl, Interrupted earned critical acclaim and demonstrated her ability to bring emotional depth to the screen. Success did not arrive overnight, but when it did, it brought both opportunity and scrutiny. Hollywood recognized her talent, yet also attempted to confine her to certain images. Despite this, she continued to choose roles that reflected her evolving perspective, using acting not just as a profession, but as a means of understanding herself and the world. Navigating fame and personal growth. With recognition came intense public attention. Angelina's personal life became a constant subject of media discussion, often overshadowing her work. Relationships, choices, and even her personality were analyzed in ways few people experience. While the headlines simplified her story, the reality was far more nuanced. She was growing, learning, and evolving under circumstances that left little room for privacy. Over time, she became more intentional about her decisions, focusing on what aligned with her values rather than public expectation. This period of her life reflects the challenge of maintaining authenticity while being constantly observed. It also highlights her ability to adapt, to learn from experiences, and to move forward with greater clarity. Growth, for her, was not a straight path, but a continuous process shaped by both successes and setbacks. Motherhood and a shift in priority. motherhood marked one of the most significant transformations in Angelina's life. Welcoming children into her world brought a renewed sense of purpose and direction. Her focus shifted from external validation to creating a stable and nurturing environment for her family. She embraced the responsibility fully, building a home rooted in compassion and cultural awareness. Her children, from diverse backgrounds, reflected her belief in a broader, more inclusive perspective on family. This chapter of her life emphasized growth and responsibility, showing how personal priorities can evolve over time. Motherhood did not erase her past, but it provided a new lens through which she viewed her future. It became a grounding force, helping her navigate both personal and professional decisions with greater intention and care. Using influence for global impact. Beyond film, Angelina dedicated significant energy to humanitarian efforts. Working closely with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, she traveled to regions affected by conflict and displacement, advocating for those often overlooked. Her involvement was not symbolic, it was hands-on and deeply engaged. She used her platform to raise awareness, direct resources, and encourage global conversations about responsibility and empathy. This work reshaped how the world saw her, revealing a commitment that extended far beyond entertainment. It also reflected her belief that influence carries responsibility. By stepping into these roles, she demonstrated that public figures can contribute meaningfully to global issues. Her humanitarian efforts remain a defining aspect of her legacy, illustrating the impact of combining visibility with purpose. A high-profile partnership under pressure. Her relationship with Brad Pitt became one of the most closely followed partnerships in modern entertainment. Together, they built a family and collaborated on various initiatives, becoming a symbol of shared ambition and global influence. However, life under constant attention brought its own challenges. Maintaining a relationship while navigating public scrutiny is complex, and over time, differences and pressures emerged. Their eventual separation became widely discussed, often without full understanding of the personal dynamics involved. Despite the public nature of their relationship, both emphasized the importance of their children and family stability. This chapter of her life highlights the difficulty of balancing personal relationships with public expectations, as well as the resilience required to navigate change under intense visibility. Health choices and personal courage. Angelina's openness about her health decisions sparked global awareness and conversation. After learning about genetic risks, she chose preventive medical steps, sharing her experience to help others understand similar challenges. Her decision to undergo procedures was deeply personal, yet she chose transparency to inform and empower others. This moment in her life demonstrated courage and responsibility, showing how personal experiences can influence broader awareness. Her actions encouraged many to seek information and take proactive approaches to their health. It also highlighted the importance of informed decision-making and resilience in the face of uncertainty. By sharing her journey, she transformed a private challenge into a public opportunity for education and support, reinforcing her role as both an individual and an advocate, continuing forward with purpose and reflection. Today, Angelina Jolie continues to evolve, focusing on meaningful work and personal growth. Her life is quieter than before, centered on her children, creative projects, and humanitarian efforts. As her children grow and pursue their own paths, she enters a new phase marked by reflection and independence. Her journey illustrates that life is not defined by a single moment, but by continuous change. She remains committed to making a difference, using her experiences to guide her choices. Her story is ultimately one of resilience, of adapting, learning, and moving forward despite challenges. It serves as a reminder that behind every public figure is a human story shaped by both visible achievements and unseen struggles, and that true strength lies in the ability to keep growing.